And we gotta say, another very impressive aspect of Rabid Love was Ollie, the set design. Whoever was in charge of making sure that everything was retro. I
Yeah.
mean, normally, as soon as I see something set, at this point, shit, that's 30 years ago, right? In 1984, whatever. I'm not very good at math, but it
Yeah,
was a
we're
while
gonna leave the
ago.
math alone.
Yeah.
The math
It's
alone.
right
And
now.
there
Yeah.
was
No
no
doing
aspect
math.
of the set that wasn't in the proper time period. So,
That was another thing that we lucked out on when Paul went out for like an early location scout. He started. I think one of the local newspapers wrote about it or something in Kansas, and then he got contacted by a distant cousin of his who he had never met, who was like, "Hey, I've done some work in the film industry, and I'm living in Hanston right now, and I'd really like to help." So he ended up being our man on the ground. That's Lance Zeesh. He was our production designer. And so for the months leading up to shooting, he was just like raiding people's basements, finding period props and things. And I mean, some of it they had to like build on. It was like empty, rundown buildings, and they had to build them up. I mean, the general store was completely empty, and they built the shelves and then stocked the shelves with product. It was amazing. They
wow.
did awesome stuff.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. The work.
Well, I say they, but mostly it was Lance. Lance did all of that. He was incredible.
Man.
I hear your voice in the background there.
All right. Okay, good. So, so put this over here. Rabid Love. Your favorite part of filming Rabid Love?
My favorite part of filming Rabid Love. I think it was just that 24-hour, 7-day-a-week immersion into doing something that you love so much. It's like you don't get to do that all the time, and it's just like it's a dream come true. I mean, you wake up and you're shooting a movie until you go to bed, or well, until you wrap and then you drink and have fun with your friends, and then you go to bed and do it all over again. It was amazing. It was really awesome.
We noticed you had a lot of tropes that you seemed to play into, but at the last minute sort of changed, which really kept us, and I would assume most of the audience, on their feet. Like, for example, the what would appear to be redneck store clerk, and he's like, you're kind aren't appreciated around here, and then it switches to be a conversation about a sports team or what have you. How much time did you put into attempting to defy the formula that you seemed to fit into?
Um, it was always a matter of, it was always what we were thinking about when we were writing. We had a list of, Paul, maybe you can tell me how many movies we watched. Like 50 plus horror movies that we would watch, and every day we'd make it a point to watch a different one, try to watch movies we hadn't seen, and then we would take notes on those movies and be like, okay, what is our movie missing, or what do we need to make sure we put in there? I don't know, we got it was really a transformative process of every time we would see something new, it would make a small change in what we were doing, and it was always kind of writing while pre-producing. It was a weird kind of concept, but I think it worked out. And
It worked out wonderfully. I mean, you guys managed to capture the spirit of the genre and the age as well. I mean, it reminded me immediately of every single horror movie I'd ever grown up on. Not that I was bottle-fed horror movies, because that would be terrible parenting, and I love mom and dad,
Yeah.
but seriously, it's not that bad.
I'd be the first black serial killer if that happened. All right.
I mean, there wasn't a black guy who died first,
It worked out. It was all great. It was groovy.
Yeah, but you paid proper homage to all the major staples of a slasher flick from that age without being too predictable or too formulaic, which was fantastic. And you stuck within the 90-minute formula, which was a very appreciable aspect. No one likes a horror that drags on.
Very well played.
Yeah.
Very well played.
So we already talked about upcoming projects. Do you have any closing comments, things you want to talk about in relation to Rabid Love?
well, Rabid Love comes out on Tuesday.
Wait,
there's-
I'm sorry. Back it up. It comes out on Tuesday?
Yeah, on Tuesday. This Tuesday, March 4th.
Oh,
Nice.
Well, then we'll make sure we release this on Tuesday. So that's huge. DVD release, right?
Yes, and we have some really cool special features on the DVD. Did you get the DVD that you got? Did it have the special features?
No, it's just the core movie.
Oh, well, then you'll have to get it. There's a gag reel.
Thank you.
Oh.
You know what? I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but thank you, because that is so much fun to see in horror movies, or the gag reels, like the messed up spots. It's just like, it's a serious scene about to cut your head off, and the knife just kind of like falls off after the blade drops.
Or
That's a beautiful thing.
Someone starts laughing while they're getting stabbed. Yeah. Okay.
There's that. We put together this slate reel because when we were on set, just to keep the crew occupied and having fun, we would have every day we'd have a different theme for the slates, which are the scene 32 alpha take one. So we'd do it was a lot of comic book stuff like superheroes and supervillains and stuff like that, and then titles of horror movies and TV shows and stuff. So we cut that together and just all the slates. It was really fun. And then some quick videos that I shot on my iPhone too. 5 of those are on the special features.
Oh,
but
awesome.
it's really fun.
And I'll throw this out there. I'm just going to go ahead and do the blatant warning. Spoiler alert, possibly. With the ending, are you guys planning to continue the Rabid Love series? Because there's a possibility there, the way that it's written, you're off really kind of, I guess, rabid, I don't know, is the only thing I can say.
The story definitely continues. There is more to the story.
Have you started writing that, or is it just...
well, we have brainstormed on it. We haven't gotten it into a script format yet. Because there are a couple different directions that we can go. But the sequel does exist. The story is not over. It won't be our next film, but it might be in the next couple years.
All right.
Fantastic. Well, keep us posted.
I like see, what?
Yes.
Why did you do that to my face? Why did you do that to my face?
I was all calm and composed. You had to bust that out. That thing is beastly. My God.
They're heavy. Gosh, they're so heavy. Brandon had to put up with these a lot during the movie.
Oh,
they're kind of painful.
Upper arm tone.
And really sharp.
Really?
The scene where he's sharpening these, he was seriously sharpening them, and they are super sharp, really dangerous.
All right, so I'll keep that in mind. He's strong with the right hand. I'll stay away from the right hand if I'm just saying. You got a right hand that's strong. I'm not gonna, because you've been curling all day on set.
I would love to see footage of someone breaking into your house and you just busting those out and being like, "Come at me, motherfucker!"
Go ahead, try it to Luke Blake. Somebody try it.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so we've got a couple of upcoming projects to look forward to. This has been our interview with Hayley Derryberry on Rabid Love. The wonderful, the impressive, the extremely sexy, and married, keep that in mind, married Hayley Derryberry. So follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and look for more from Ms. Derryberry. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Shit.
Bye.